Doo-doo-doo.
Hello, Craig.
Have you gotten any further, Aaron?
I was telling Ian I'm almost caught up to where I was on PlayStation, but I also haven't been able to play really in the last week. So, no, I haven't, to answer your question. But I mean, if I played another hour, I'd be caught up to where I am on PlayStation, and if I played another hour after that, I'd be like probably ready to take on Margit.
Do you have some time after recording? Because we can play. Can help you get caught back up. If you say no, you fake.
I actually don't have time because I'm hanging out with Caleb.
Bruh. Not gonna lie, that's probably one of the worst excuses I've ever heard in my life. that rat bastard can wait. No, that's fair.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess you go hang out with Caleb.
We're going to a used game store.
Oh yeah, nice.
He has some things that he wanted to sell.
Come on, just take it to GameStop. It's the best place to get the money for it.
Caleb, I'm actually supposed to try to watch episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with Caleb tonight. Been that guy. He was like, I started it and then I didn't finish it, and I'm like, that's classic you when it comes to TV show.
It's so true. He's so bad at TV shows.
Especially now since, the part that's out for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure isn't getting its second batch of episodes until the fall. So
I ain't never gonna finish that.
Oh man. Netflix ruined the schedule for that. But it's still good. It's just gotta wait 6 months.
Streaming kind of ruined us in general. Like,
True that.
some platforms are like release all at once. Some platforms are released like the first 2 episodes, and then after that it's weekly. I think I prefer the weekly just because it gives you something to talk about for longer.
Yeah.
Proof.
I always prefer weekly releases. Like do you remember way back in ye olde days of Point University when we would watch Walking Dead every week?
Yo, that was way back, but yeah, I do.
That was a lot of fun. That was like right before the bubonic plague hit. So, that was way back.
Right? Yeah, right before. This was like 2013, dog.
Yeah, 2013, right before. But yeah, that was.
Little did we know we'd be living it.
Yeah. Yeah, just minus the rats.
I told you when I stopped watching, right?
Yeah, you did.
It was right after that mid-season finale, season 4.
Yeah.
The governor and Rick, like, they were having a standoff at the prison. And, I mean, it was the people in the prison versus, what was the town that the governor...
Woodbury.
It was people of Woodbury versus people in the prison. Our heroes. And Rick is really trying to appeal to the governor's humanity. He said, we have sick children and a baby. And then the governor's just like, I have a tank.
Yeah, I have a tank. I'll never forget that. Great line.
I was like, I'm out. I'm never watching this shit again.
Yeah, he friggin' katanaed Herschel to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like right after that. Oh my gosh, yeah.
The thing is, like, the first 3 seasons of The Walking Dead are probably some of the best TV in the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. Season 4 was okay. Seasons like 5 and 6 or so weren't that great. But then, like, the seasons where Jeffrey Dean Morgan is Negan, like, he's brilliant. And he, like, carries a lot of the weight. It's interesting because, like, The Walking Dead just wrapped up filming the series like a couple days ago. And so like it's going to be done here within this year.
What is the last season? Like what number did they make it to?
11.
Is it 10?
11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
I stopped watching. It was like like a couple episodes after they killed Glenn, I think.
Yeah. There's like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. That show has retained not all of the levels of its popularity, but it has retained its popularity kind of through all the stuff. It's a good show. At the end of the day, it's a good show, but yeah, I don't blame you. I stopped watching it too, and I love The Walking Dead. I've read every issue of the comics. I stopped watching the show. So,
I mean, you can't deny its cultural impact. Like, it almost single-handedly revamped like the zombie love in pop culture, and
I think it also ended up contributing to the death of zombie love because everything turned into zombies for like 8-9 years, and it was just like, all right, really, more zombies?
Yeah, I think the final nail in the coffin for the zombie love was Days Gone.
Oh Jesus! Remember when that game? Everybody was like, "This looks amazing," and then they were like, "The only thing amazing about this game is its looks. Everything else is bad."
Gameplay is garbage.
It's a cult classic. The people that love it, but I mean, how did Sony greenlight that? Like, they already had a zombie game.
They just trying everything.
Sony Bend was like, all right, I have an idea. Post-apocalyptic zombie game. Sony's like, I love it. Never heard of it. Sounds like a great, fresh idea.
Dude, oh, man. Anyway, I also still haven't seen the Halo series. I haven't
either.
Getting better.
I haven't seen the second episode of Moon Knight either, but the first episode was good.
Me either.
The first episode
was good.
It's weird.
I watched it.
It's weird and different, so I'm here for it.
So, do both of you or either of you have Game Pass Ultimate?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So, one of the Game Pass perks is, a free month of Paramount Plus. And as long as you redeem that before the end of May, you get the free month. So, if you I think next week is the mid-season for Halo. I think there's only 8 or 10 episodes.
Okay.
So this week was episode 3, next week's episode 4. If you wanted to redeem it next week when the episode goes live, you could catch up and then be able to watch it weekly until the season's done with that free month.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I have Paramount Plus. I'm just a bum and haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a bum. The first episode's fine. The second episode's fine. The third episode's actually pretty good.
All right, so hold out till episode 3. Got it.
It's getting better.
Yeah. We've been watching just several other shows, and that's one that I'm probably going to be watching by myself. And it's harder to find time for those kind of shows.
Yeah.
Since I'm an early riser. And so especially on Fridays when I have the day off and Erica doesn't necessarily have the day off, but this week's her spring break and next week's Good Friday, so she has both the days off, which is awesome. Nice. But when I wake up, I'll catch up on shows that only I like. So Halo, Moon Knight are the most recent ones, but I mean earlier it was Peacemaker and Wheel of Time, and
I just can't watch Peacemaker. I know.
Why? It's so good.
I can't see anything but John Cena killing people.
It's so good.
I completely accept that it's a well-written show, good character and all that, but it's just John Cena, and I've watched wrestling since I was 4 years old, and I can't see anything but John Cena just murdering people.
Man, I mean, I know it's not saying much, but it's legitimately the best DCEU like thing.
It's a low bar, but hey, someone's got to be the bar.
Yeah, that's funny. Melinda and I actually just started watching The Wheel of Time. It's good.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't even know what that is. What is that on?
Amazon.
It's so I was not familiar with the series. I know Caleb really enjoys the books. And I knew that Amazon was making the show. But I had not, been familiar with the world at all. And I decided to go into the show blind to see if they could make someone that has no idea about the lore a fan.
Yeah.
And yeah, I ended up really enjoying it, and I'm really looking forward to the next season.
Yeah, we're like 3 or so episodes in, Melinda and I. The hard part is I can't. No, go ahead.
That first episode, you're like, all right, this is kind of slogging along. Then it just takes a turn.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. And you're like, oh my gosh.
You're just like, what is going on? Oh, okay.
That's what's going on.
All right. Yep. So yeah, it's just The hard part is like Melinda is like, whenever I'm like, oh, I want to watch the show, she's like, we should watch it together. I'm like, it's gonna take us so I just want to finish the show. It's gonna take us so long if I'm watching it with you. I'm not saying in my head and out loud. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. That sounds great. What a great idea.
Great plan. I'd love that.
Yeah. I love nothing more than it's just so funny. She's even like, you can't watch. She's like, you can't watch Night Moon without me. And I said, until you get the title right, yes, I will. She's like, no, that's the title, Night Moon. And I said, if you keep thinking that, I will. I'll see you at the end of the series.
I'll give you the rundown after the finale.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I'll spoil every week for you.
That might be Ethan Hawke's character.
It might be. Oh man. Anyway,
all right. Let's get into it. I need to take another sip of
chug.
Podcast juice. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Best Friends Gaming Pod. I am one of your hosts, Aaron Weiss, alongside the fifth most famous podcaster in all of Roanoke, Virginia, Brian Stinson. You're just going to be silent?
Yeah.
Also joining us is... You know what, Ian? I haven't come up with like a little intro for you.
I just assumed you didn't like me.
No, I just need to think of, like, do you technically live in Peachtree City or
close enough? Yeah,
close. I mean, Fayette County is all like one city, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I'll think of something.
You don't have to come up with it on spot. Hit us with it next week.
Yeah.
Put some real thought into it.
I'll be thinking of it. Yeah. But that voice you just heard, ladies and gentlemen, from Good Day Gaming is Ian Larson.
Hey.
See, I enjoy that. The silence, that was unacceptable, you know? You know what I mean? Like, just, felt a little cold-shouldered a little bit, and it's...
That's fair. I feel like silence on a podcast is probably unacceptable, considering that people are tuning in to hear someone say something. So I get it.
It's a Roanoke thing.
It's a Roanoke. Brian's been meeting with the other four most famous podcasters in Roanoke, and he's been getting tips so he can move up the list.
Yep.
One day he might be adopted as a Carlin brother. So
yeah, there you go. Or they'll just move.
or they'll just move. Yeah. I could
jump
see that.
From fifth to first.
Fifth to first. Yeah, that'd be nice. Or maybe,
the Bryant Simpson story.
Or maybe I'll jump from 5th to 12th. You know, who knows?
Yeah, maybe other famous podcasters will move to Roanoke.
Try and fill that void.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who knew it was such a hot market there for podcasting?
I mean, certainly not I.
Or anything.
Or anything, yeah.
You don't you talk about the Star City of the South that way.
I will.
I will
talk about this.
You shouldn't.
What are they going to do about it? Send the Carlins after me?
I mean, they might. They might.
Well, then they'll be out of Roanoke, and you can be number one.
That's easy. Yeah, go ahead, Carlins. Go to Fayette County.
Oh my gosh. In case you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is Best Friends Gaming Pod, where each and every week we gather around Discord and talk about video games and all that we love about them. This week we have PlayStation Plus stuff. Lego Star Wars reviews are in. And of course we're going to be talking some Elden Ring. We might touch on Lego and Epic teaming up to make a metaverse for children and maybe the morality behind that. But hey, you know what? Let's just strap in and talk about the PlayStation Plus news. Ian, you wanna chat about that for us real quick?
Sure. I was even though I don't have a PS5, I was really just interested because of how much I love the whole concept of the Xbox Game Pass. I was just interested on like what they were gonna do, because I wasn't sure if they were gonna try and directly compete or if they were just gonna try and have their own Sony version of it and be able to say this is similar but it's different, so don't compare us. Just because I mean Xbox has a 3, 4, 5 year head start on it, and I mean everybody loves it. I never hear anybody really talk bad about Game Pass because it's what is it, the best
deal in gaming.
Yeah, whatever they call it. But yeah, so they announced it. Then instead of, obviously it wasn't going to be called Spartacus, but that's what their code name was. It's PlayStation Plus, and then 3 different tiers of it. It's Essential, Extra, and Premium. It seemed like to me PlayStation Plus Essential, which is the lowest tier, is basically just PlayStation Plus what it is already.
Yeah.
It's just the same thing. You get your 2 free games, you get your online play, and then like game discounts, etc., that kind of thing. And it's $10 a month or $60 a year. With PlayStation Plus Extra, you get everything from the 6 different games that are going to be on there, but they definitely haven't announced the bulk of it. Is the first 2 tiers plus up to 340 PS1 PS2 time. Of the options, but a big number for sure. And that one is $18 a month or $120 yearly. So they're definitely pushing they want you to get it for a whole year, which is a smart plan. They want you to get kind of hooked on it so you stay on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've heard that at least 400 of the 700 games are just various forms of Tetris.
I mean, that's all I need.
Tetris is one of the greatest games of all time. So,
yeah,
but selling.
How many variations of Tetris do we need?
How many?
Puyo, regular Tetris. Uh, uh, Tetris
99.
Tetris Tag Tournament. Where's that Tekken?
It's Tekken.
Puyo Puyo Tetris. That's just 4. All right. Did I mention Tetris Tag Tournament?
Oh gosh. Don't forget Tetris Effect.
That one's actually legit. It's so fun.
That one's it's so good.
It's so fun. I mean, it's got nothing on Tekken Tag Tournament, but it's pretty good.
You turn on you put your headphones on and turn on Tetris Effect connected, and you are just like in a zone. They're playing.
It'll take you to a magical place.
It really will. Yeah. And if you have not played that, even if you're not a fan of Tetris, listeners, just give that a shot, and maybe you'll become a fan of Tetris after playing that. I mean, when it comes down to it, it is just Tetris, but it's also like the most gorgeous looking Tetris you've ever seen, and the soundtrack is just very zen and mellow, and you just really get into it. And they're like the background. Like each level has like a different background. I think there's dolphins at one point. It felt like I was at the beach playing Tetris. It was beautiful.
I feel like we're getting more hype out of Aaron for a Tetris game than like anybody has ever talked about Elden Ring.
I like Tetris, all right? Just
hey, Tetris is great. There's a reason it's been around this long.
Seriously, yeah, great game.
And that reason is Aaron, apparently.
Yeah, I've bought every edition of Tetris, even the mobile versions, that have ads.
Yeah.
That pop up in the middle. And those ads pop up in the middle of you trying to make your line. So it's
they're like, you want your line piece? Watch this 30-second ad.
No. What were we talking? Oh yeah, PlayStation Plus. It's fine. I know Game Pass at the beginning wasn't what it is today. I mean, it had to earn its title as the best deal in games, and I think if PlayStation is serious about trying to compete with Game Pass, they'll do this well. A big miss is not making PlayStation 3 games downloadable. Like, I don't know what it was about the cell processor that can't be emulated on a console with the specs of a PlayStation 5. Like, I have no idea why it can't do it, but like
it's hard to do on a gaming PC, like a top tier one. It just they never run well or look right.
It seems to me that of all companies, Sony should be able to figure it out because they literally invented the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just like, I mean, and also it's been over 15 years since the PlayStation 3. And, you know, there's probably like a whole generation of PlayStation gamers that hopped in on the PlayStation 4 that have like no idea some of the great games of the PlayStation 3. And like they've been able to play PS2 games and PlayStation 1 games. I think there's a bunch of Vita ports and PSP games as well. Like there's like a whole it's just like this hole in the PlayStation history that's like unaccessible unless you have streaming, and then the streaming is like unreliable at best. I've seen like people with just ridiculously good internet be able to stream the games well, but not everyone has that gig speed internet.
True. I think they actually said there's a 4th tier for areas that don't have the speeds. It's like less and there's a couple options different since you're not going to get that ability to play the PS3 games, at least up front. But I forget what it was. It was basically like the second tier and then something. I don't remember. It was not a big deal one way or another.
And yeah, just kind of saying like 400 PS4 and PS5 games, like those could have a variety of quality. Like,
yeah,
we know games aren't going to come day and date because Sony.
Yeah,
so
I think that's a big deal to a lot of people. Like, I was pretty sure they weren't going to do that because Sony is so proud of their first party games and all that. But that does make a lot of people not super interested. That's one of the biggest things for me for Game Pass.
If there are like indie games that are at least timed exclusive, maybe. I don't think that they completely ruled out like smaller games being day and date. Especially like, because you gotta like look back to like Fall Guys and Rocket League. Like, both of those games got a really big boost, and I'd say Rocket League probably got a bigger boost because they were on PlayStation Plus, the monthly game, for free. And Sony just pays those studios like gobs of money to have the game for free for their subscribers for 1 month, just 1 month. And then after that, like the specifically Rocket League built a lot of hype. I remember it was exclusive to PlayStation for a long time, and then in like early 2016, it finally came to Xbox, and like the people I play video games with and I were so excited because we had played Rocket League a few times on other people's PlayStations, and we all had Xboxes, and we all bought it. So like it worked. Giving it for free for a month worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe if they do that with some of the smaller titles, they can build hype for just these games that would be hidden gems.
True.
But I don't think it's a better value than Game Pass. Bryant, what do you got going on in that beautiful head of yours?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Sony's focus has been their ability to crank out like a really great library of first party single player experiences that are unique, that are just like a part of the Sony family of kind of like gaming companies and networks and things. And Xbox is more about the family of games within the Xbox family. Not just Xbox Series S and X, but Xbox One, Xbox 360, original Xbox, and things like that. So I think that Xbox is more about kind of the experience overall with what they can offer, where PlayStation Sony in particular has been very proud of their ability to create the best single player games on the market. And I feel like just do what you're good at. If Xbox is better at that than you, then just let them have that. But this could just be a case of where video games are moving. It's not about what games are available on what platform now. It's about what those platforms can provide as services. Like Game Pass is a great service, and I think that PlayStation Plus is trying to move in that direction to offer a great service for better value to kind of round out somebody's experience on PlayStation. So I get it. I just wonder what happens if they try and it's just not good enough, then what?
I think they are kind of running the risk to, not really running the risk, but I think there is the risk of, if they can't get it to a certain level quick enough, that the comparison to Game Pass may hurt it like in its lifetime.
Yeah.
That people just be like, this isn't as good as Game Pass, I'm not going to wait for it to get better, which isn't fair, because like Aaron said, Game Pass wasn't stupendous when it first came out. It took time building a library and building all the features, and I don't think they even did a lot of the day and date stuff early on. That came a little bit later once they realized it was beneficial.
I want to say the first game, or at least the first game that I can remember doing day and date, was Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. So I just worry, because I mean, I think it's a cool concept, and if I ever get my hands on a PS5 and they support this well and don't like bail on it or anything, I'll probably get it just to be able to play older games, which unfortunately all the throwback games are the more expensive tier, but it's way easier than pulling out my PS1 or my PS2.
Also, does that seem backwards to you?
A little bit, but then I kind of thought about it, and it seems backwards as a fan, as a consumer, but as a company, they know that's one of the biggest features, is people want to be able to, because it's even on the PS4 and the PS5, it's still hard to find all of the games that you want, and they know that's what people are wanting, so they know people are willing to pay more for it.
Right.
That's just kind of a crappy industry, we're going to make money kind of deal.
Yeah. I think if Sony can do something like Xbox did, if PlayStation can get a major third party to partner with them to add games, like if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you have EA Play, and you have access to all of those games.
True.
And that just adds value. I think if PlayStation could maybe get Ubisoft, because Ubisoft already has its own streaming thing, or Game Pass, like whatever you want to call it. If they could partner, that could be huge, even though, like, I'd argue that Ubisoft, at least their modern library is very samey. Like, the games are like just kind of variations on one another. But if they were to get like their historical library, bring back like Rayman, bring back Prince of Persia, it, like, you know, all the Ghost Recon and Splinter Cell, those games, I think that they'd have a real special bundle right there.
Yeah.
I think it would definitely be a boost for a lot of people.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll time will tell if this new PlayStation Plus will work out. I think I'll probably be on the lookout for a year membership at like CD Keys or Cheap Ass Gamer or something. Like, I don't even pay full price for PlayStation Plus anyway. I always find the codes. Never pay more than like $45. So yeah, we'll see if I'm getting in on the mid or upper tier. But yeah, I think if I can't find a code, I think I'll just stick with the bottom tier. I mean, April has some good PlayStation Plus games. I forget exactly what they are this month, but I remember being pretty impressed. Oh, Hood Outlaws and Legends. That's a game that I've wanted to play. If you've never heard of it. Oh, and SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Heck yeah.
Which is a game that I did not want to buy, but was interested in replaying. So
yeah, I've already played like halfway through.
And then Slay the Spire, which is a very beloved video card game. But yeah, so let me look up Hood Outlaws and Legends. So it didn't review super well, but I mean, it's an action game. The player assumes control of an outlaw who must infiltrate a keep of authoritarian power named the State and compete against a rival team to steal the treasure hidden in the keep's vault. So I feel like it's a little bit of like Payday, in a way, but the player can form a group of 4 in order to pull off the heist, which has 3 phases. The first phase requires a player to steal the key from the sheriff. Next, they're giving clues regarding the location of the vault, and the opponent team will be notified once they know the location of the vault. The opponent team can also observe the behaviors of the AI and pinpoint the location of the opposite team. Mm. Obviously, different characters have different skills and abilities and weapons, but oh, this is funny. The different players different characters have different stuff. So, like Maid Marian, yes, you can play as Maid Marian. It has a crossbow and smoke grenades.
Sure.
I don't know who Took is, but he's equipped with a flail, and Little John has the ability to open locked gates, and only he can do it. So, I mean, it got very middling reviews when it came out. Oh shoot, it came out last year. I thought it was older than that. But pretty interested in it, and another one of those games that I didn't want to buy, but happy that it's on PlayStation Plus for free.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like an interesting concept.
I mean, it's the same people. Funnily enough, it's the same people that made Sackboy's Big Adventure. Wow, they've developed like just a lot of random games, like Sonic All-Stars Racing. Apparently, they did Little Big Planet 3, which I could have sworn that was still the original developers, whose name escapes me. They're coming out with a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Sure, why not?
But yeah, I think it looks interesting.
Okay.
Speaking of things that look interesting, how about Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga coming out? Big nostalgia for the Lego Star Wars games. I mean, I think they weren't the first Lego games, period, but they were the first Lego games to like be based on different IP. And of course, the first one famously did the prequels instead of the original trilogy. So, I think the first Lego Star Wars games kind of helped, like, bring the prequel trilogy into like a more popular light. Because I mean, this was even before like the Clone Wars movies or games, shows. Gosh,
one forms of entertainment,
one form of media. And of course, the Clone Wars show really like helped the prequel a lot. Really elevated the prequel. Like you really got to see more of Anakin's like descent into the dark side. But yeah.
Wow, spoilers.
He does what?
Good thing he's not another main character's father, am I right?
Yeah, seriously.
But I think the game looks awesome. How do you guys feel about it? Like it's gotten, pretty solid 8s and 9s across the board.
I'm enjoying it a lot. It's fun and it's smooth and it's it's a really good like update, remaster, whatever you want to call it, to make it more modern without losing what made it fun. And like whenever the first one came out in like 06, 07, whenever it was. But it's fun, and there's a bajillion characters to unlock and play as, and I mean, obviously you're going through the entire Skywalker saga, so there's just a lot of content and just a lot of like fun little things that aren't necessary but are just enjoyable, like different characters, like even just their idle, if you leave the controller alone, just the way they interact with each other, the things that they do. I definitely give it like 8, maybe a 9.
Yeah, I've actually considered picking this one up because I love Star Wars, and the Lego Star Wars games are they are so much fun. They're like excellent couch co-op games as well.
Yep.
So and there's not a ton of games that are great couch co-op options, and so if you like Star Wars and you have somebody that you could play a game with, I mean, this is a perfect type of game to pick up. So, they always do a good job at recreating scenes and being faithful to the source material as well, which is something that I've always really appreciated with the Lego Star Wars games. I've even seen recently some videos on YouTube of people doing side-by-sides of scenes from the movies and scenes from the Lego Star Wars Skywalker saga at the same portions, and they do really, you can tell that the people who make these games are also fans of the franchise. So it's really cool to be able to see that type of stuff.
Now, what's interesting to me about this is, of course, it's the whole Skywalker saga, but you might not remember that in like 2011 there was a Clone Wars, Lego Star Wars The Clone Wars game, and that's not included on this. And also, I completely forgot that there was a Force Awakens Lego game, which was weird because it was only Force Awakens. They didn't wait for the whole trilogy to come out. And so the Skywalker saga is the first time that you're playing through movies 8 and 9. But from what I've heard, like it's a decent value for the price, like having all 3 trilogies, and you can play like you can play any movie in whatever, or like whichever trilogy you want first. Like I've heard some people start with the sequel trilogy because that's the one that they hadn't experienced yet.
Yeah.
But I think if I were to get them, I would personally play starting with the prequels and going through all the way through the sequels.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And yeah, I think this would be a fun couch co-op game. I mean, I've played other ones in such a way, but I have not played a Lego, or I haven't played any Lego games with Erica. And I think she might enjoy it. I'm trying to remember, in Lego games, do you control the camera? Kind of.
Kind of. Well, not really. It's a set camera. I'm pretty well. At least in the past, it's been a set camera. You just kind of move your character. Ian will be able to speak better to it.
Yeah, there's a little bit more of it than in the older versions, but it's not like trying to play a first-person shooter or anything like that. It's kind of somewhere in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. I think playing a 3D Mario game was about like the limit for camera control, at least for right now, until she were to get more used to it. But I think that a Lego game would be a lot of fun to play. And like last year, we went through the Star Wars movies, and that was a lot of fun. So I think it'd be fun to like re-experience those as like in game form. Well, let's see what we got last on the. Oh, how could I forget? We got to go back to the lands between. Anyone got any interesting stories? I know I don't, but I have at least a story.
Dang it, Aaron! Try harder.
I have a story. It's just not interesting.
Oh God.
Well, actually, it might be interesting. You know what? The viewers might or listeners might think it's interesting. So who am I to say that it's not interesting? I don't know what interests you troglodytes. So last episode, you might remember me pretty much begging on my hands and knees to get this game on Xbox, and I was asking for charity. And you know what? Santa came not once but twice, and by Santa I mean Bryant and Ian both bought me Elden Ring, which, you know, is really, really kind, and I very much appreciate it. However, I feel like you guys could have coordinated a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Neither one of us knew that we were going to do it, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, whatever. I don't remember which one I redeemed. I looked it up and I couldn't, you know, like get money back on one that I didn't, because it was just going to go directly to, like, money would go directly back to whoever. Mm-hmm. So I think now it's been 2 weeks since I redeemed it, so the money should be returning to whoever's account soon, because I didn't redeem the other code. But I've been able to get back to close to where I was on PlayStation. I am doing a different build, although I can't remember exact. I think it's like along the lines of Warrior or something that I chose for this one. And it's amazing, like, how much quicker I've been able to get to where I am. Like, I've literally played an hour and a half or 2 hours, and I've made at almost as much progress as I did in over 10 on PlayStation 5. Because I mean, if you've been listening to this podcast, you know how much of a Soulsborne noob I am. And if you know anything about Elden Ring, you know that it is vast, and it is the definition of a sandbox. Like, mm-hmm. It is so open. You don't have to follow the story at all. You can kind of just explore and fight enemies and, you know, upgrade your build and do all that fun stuff. Which is what I was doing, but I also had no idea what I was doing in the PlayStation. And now that I have, like, a decent grasp on what I'm doing, things are just going by a lot smoother. I have to say, it is weird getting, like, I know that inherently the Xbox and PlayStation controllers aren't that different, but the hand feel is just different enough to where it kind of throws me off still. Playing on Xbox, I mean, I know I'll get used to it, but it's weird playing a game that you're used to playing on PlayStation on Xbox, or vice versa. Mm-hmm. That's why I typically don't try to play the same game on both systems, because I know it just feels weird going back and forth. But this was a very generous gift. Thank you both. the realest co-hosts there ever have been. Yeah, I'll have more interesting stuff next week. I am putting it down right now. Mark my words. By recording next week, I will have felled Margit.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Even if we have to record at 11 p.m. on Friday.
Oh man, that's good. What about you, Ian? How's Elden Ring been treating you?
I've done a lot. I was telling Aaron before you hopped on. I've done a lot of like just roaming around, uncovering map, and just kind of exploring. I haven't taken out any more of the like main bosses, but I've taken out several of the like random field bosses, I guess is what they call them.
Yeah.
And that's fun, you know. And I don't even think I've come to a point of like getting to another main story boss. I don't even know if I'm close to it, but I think I'm like level 51 because I've just been running around and killing things and just leveling up and finding new weapons. I found a staff accidentally that was like the perfect staff for the stuff I was doing already. I'm still not totally understanding how all of the mechanics of the game work. I just know that it has like really good call it like level scaling based on my build, and it did like extra gravity damage or whatever, and I used a bunch of gravity magic spells, so that helped. And I'm to the point to where I'm confident to take on anything that's not like a main story boss. Like, not that it's like easy, but I'm confident enough that I can. I'm taking out a couple of dragons, taking out a couple of sentinels, and the guys that guard the minor erd trees and all that.
Yeah.
And that one in the Weeping Peninsula that's like all the way at the end through that castle. I don't remember what his name is.
You talking about Castle Morn?
Yeah.
The lion dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
So annoying.
he was very annoying. But I think I took him out like before I leveled that point. That was if I had taken him on where I am now, it would have been a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. I haven't done anything really of note. It's just been like wandering around places, fighting things until I come across something I can't beat, and then leaving and going somewhere else, wandering around until I find something I can't beat, and then sometimes I'll hop back and be like, well, maybe now I can beat that other thing, and
yeah,
etc. etc.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm trying. What is it? What is the name of that guy? Leonine something?
Yeah, it's something weird. Like it's not anything you would normally name anything.
His weapon is baller though.
True that.
It's a cool weapon that you get when you beat him. Yeah, I have. I've made a lot of progress, and not main story progress, but just kind of in different areas. So
yeah,
since the last time we recorded and talked, I think I beat Margit, and I was on my way to fight Godric. Since then I beat Godric, and I've gone into the next zone. But since then I took out the dragon at Ag Hill Lake. I beat the tree sentinel. I've beaten like 6 catacomb bosses. A couple minor erd trees. Continued some quest lines that I'm not gonna lie, I think I broke because I went to zones I wasn't supposed to prior to dealing with the thing, and which it's okay. You're living, you learn. But and then see, I think I've beaten like 10 bosses, including Godric, since the last time that we talked, including one yesterday when I was just roaming in an area and a boss popped out of nowhere, and I was not prepared.
Those are the best.
I was not prepared. It just came out of nowhere. I mean, I killed it, but I was still like the whole time I was angry. I'm like, I was not expecting you to be here. If I die, I'm going to be furious. I don't even know how to get back here.
It's like that dragon at Agile Lake when you're just kind of wandering around in the water and you're like, oh, there's a crowd of random enemies around this fire. And you're like, I wonder what they're doing. You get closer and it just pops up out of the sky and dive bombs. What is happening?
Yeah, yeah, but it's a lot of fun, and of course, continuing to take advantage of co-op. One of the things I learned recently about co-oping in Elden Ring is that that the Elden Ring PvP mechanic is that you can co-op with people, but you can also invade people. But as a default setting within Elden Ring, invasions are turned off. So that your ability to be invaded is turned off by default. But if you co-op with someone, you open up the opportunity for yourself to be invaded. And there's nothing you can do about it. If you don't like it, if you don't like it, tough. But the cool thing is that there are different things that you can use. So there are different types of people who can do certain things in the game. Some of them are called hunters. So you have gold phantoms, which are co-op friends, red phantoms who are invaders, and blue phantoms who are hunters. And hunters, their whole job is they go into worlds where people are being invaded and they kill the invaders. So their whole job is to get rid of invaders for people. So that's super cool. And so I've been co-oping a lot lately, and with a friend who, one day we were talking, we were both kind of like in the 20s, and the next time I talked to him, he's like, "Bro, I'm like level 55 now," and I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" and he and so whenever I co-op with him, he gets invaded all the time because his level cap is so much higher, and so. I'm like, bro, I can't take on these people and help you. You need to figure something out. I'm getting 3-shot over here like a scrub. Like, we need to fix this. So, anyway, that's kind of my Elden Ring update. Gonna keep. I think the thing I'm gonna try to do next is take on the legacy dungeon in the area that I'm in and keep on going forward. I'm also figuring out you don't need to farm for runes in this game. Like the game scales,
not much.
The game scales you well throughout areas. Obviously, the hope is that the game hopes that you just get better as you go from zone to zone, which you do. So as your health goes up and stuff like that, you begin to be able to last longer in fights that help you figure out how to approach them, and often helps you win fights. So, so the game is it's not hand holding, but it is, the bar is much lower. Still loving it. I've logged like 30 something hours already, so it's been great.
Have you been to Caelid yet?
Heck no.
Is that not the worst area of any map of any game you have ever played?
Yeah,
it is miserable.
Yeah, dude, people have been like, Brian, you need to go to Caelid, and I'm like, dude, I've heard plenty about Caelid. I'm avoiding that for as long as possible. But I know that there's some incredible items in Caelid, but
that's where I found my staff that I use.
Yeah.
It's the only good thing I can say about it.
Yeah. But I'm not trying to get 2-shot by some enemy that's 2 feet tall. So, yeah.
True that. I stumbled in there long before I was even close to a high enough level to be. I still don't think I'm high enough level to be in there, and I'm over 50. But before I semi understood the invader mechanic, I kind of went in and I didn't realize there's like NPC invaders that from time to time will invade, and somebody in. Yeah, and I got invaded like as I walked in, and I was like, "Who is this? Who are you? Why are you here? How am I getting invaded? I'm not even playing online." And then I realized, oh, this is just an NPC in that same mechanic. But yeah, it was a who are you? Who are you? Oh, you 1-shot killed me. Cool. Bye.
Yeah, I was like looking up just randomly, just like what level do you need to be roughly to beat the game? And like it's like level 120 plus. It's kind of a minimum of what you need to be to beat the final boss. But it's easy.
That's a lot more hours.
It is a lot more hours, but it's easy because every time you upgrade an attribute, it's a level. So True. One attribute upgrade is, so if you move your dex from 25 to 26, you go up a level. So if you move your dex from 25 to 29, you go up 4 levels. So it's more about your stats and less about your level. Your level doesn't matter. Your stats do.
Right.
So that's kind of, it's more about focusing on the stats and putting the points where you need them to go. I'm getting to that point now where I'm, 15,000 runes doesn't do anything for me. So the other day, the other day I dropped 10,000 runes and I was like, oh well.
So, that's a third
must
of
be
a
nice.
level.
Must be freaking nice.
It's not. It makes it a lot harder to keep grinding because you're like, yeah, I want to level up. I'm gonna get one more level before I turn it off. It's like, oh, but I need like 50,000 runes to level up. Okay, and you get to a point where it's like you die and you have like 7,000-8,000 runes and you're just like, whatever.
Yeah, the amount of times I've been like, do I want to go back for those? I was in a party with a friend the other day who was just like, Bryant, I just dropped 600,000 runes. He was so dejected. I was like, scrub.
Man, if I dropped that many, regardless, I don't even care if I'm level 120. If I drop that many and die before I get back to them, I'm done playing the game. I will not continue playing the game.
Speaking of playing a game, have I got the game for you all to guess?
Is it Sekiro Shadows Die Twice?
We need to play the game, Bryant. The game we need to play. I need to start off with, I need you guys to play the game. Come on.
Okay. We'll play the game.
Brian, why don't you start us off with a real question? How dare you?
That was a real question.
Pretty valid.
Was this game conceived before?
There's a difference between conception and released, so just...
Was this game conceived? Was this game made or released rather before January 1st, 2000?
No.
Okay.
Ian?
Was this game released before January 1st, 2010?
No.
Was the game released after January 1st, 2015?
Yes.
Was this game released after January 1st, 2020?
No.
Is this a From Software game?
Yes.
I hate it here. All right. Okay.
Geez, I just don't know that much about From Software games. I'm trying to think. So it's in between 2015 and 2020. It is a From Software game. Is this game a sequel?
No.
Okay.
What is this game? So it is a From Software game. Released in between 2015 and 2020. It's not a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Does a main character of this game wield a katana?
No.
Solid.
Ooh. thinking. Was this game a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
Does this game take place in ye olde England?
Yes.
Solid.
Is this game Bloodborne?
Yes, it is.
For someone who doesn't like From Software games, it's always a From Software game.
Well, here's the thing. It was going to be Sekiro, and then Bryant had to ruin it.
You should have given it to me. That would have been the best 20 questions of all time. No questions asked.
and then I contemplated for like half a second while I was saying, "How dare you? Should I keep it? Should I keep it Sekiro?" And then I thought, no, I'm going to pivot to Bloodborne, but I'm going to make them think it's Sekiro until they ask a very specific Sekiro game, like the Katana.
Yeah.
So that's when I changed it to Bloodborne. Was in that split second when I was just being like, how dare you?
Well, there you have it, folks. Aaron's favorite game company is From Software.
It's true. I'm a big fan. I can't wait for their take on Mario. Folks, this has been Best Friends Gaming Pod. And, of course, you can find us each and every week on your favorite podcast service. Find us on the internets at Weisscast. Find me at The Weiss is Right. Or Slayernator on Twitch and what are the other things like Steam? I don't ever play Steam. I play Polytopia on Xbox and PlayStation and yeah. Ian,
you can find me on my personal Instagram at ilarson530. I'm pretty sure that's my tag on Xbox. No, that's my tag on PlayStation. And if you are interested in watching some Twitch streaming in the next couple of weeks, join me at Good Day Gaming. Also on Instagram can be found. I think that's it. Bryant.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at BKStinson08. That's where I'll be hanging out.
That's where he be. If you want to talk Premier League or anything soccer, tweet at Bryant. But if you don't want to talk about those things, just stay away from him.
The U.S., right. The United States, and Iran are in a World Cup group together. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? You know, maybe
here's World War III.
Nope, the world's a crazy place.
World's a real crazy place, full of unexpected twists and turns. Until next week, stay frosty. My own outro music, it is so sweet.